I'd like to greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessing of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter whether you the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you the proclaimed weakest to the proclaimed toughest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you like me, my YouTube videos, whether you give me thumbs up or thumbs down. It doesn't matter if you my family, friends, or my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter whether you are light-skinned or dark-skinned. I greet all of you all with the same universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Today happened to be Friday, February the 21st, 2020. The time being 8:21 a.m. Now 2020 is the time of the year of the Virgin. Time for change, for the betterment of all. Not one race being superior than another. Not one race dominating everything in this United States since 1619, when the Mayflower came over from Africa and had blacks enslaved. It's also 21 degrees. And on this day, February the 21st, 2020, 55 years ago, on February the 21st, 1965, my brother, man, and friend, Malcolm X, was assassinated. You know, may he rest in peace. But today, me and my household want to honor him. And I know Muslims all around the world is honoring brother Malcolm X. He took on this name here, El-Hajj, which is mean like the pilgrimage. When you go over to Saudi Arabia or the Mecca and make that trip once in a lifetime. Malik is the king or ruler. El-Shabazz is the lost tribe. Malcolm X was a good brother. May him and his wife, Betty Shabazz, may they rest in peace. You see this picture that somebody put together with Martin Luther King to your left, Malcolm X in the center, and Nelson Mandela to your right. Three good brothers. Martin and Malcolm was assassinated. Nelson died of natural causes. So they say. See that sign say, freedom for all, not for some. Freedom for all, we shall overcome. But today I want to first make a call to prayer. Even the birds and the animals, the trees, they submit to the will of God. Then I want to say a opening prayer. Look at the robins. They getting ready to do what they call El-Salat. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. El-Salat, El-Salat, El-Falah, El-Falah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. You can hear the birds coming to prayer. You can hear the wind blowing, submitting to the will of God. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal al-mustaqim. Siratal Athena, and I'm telling him, lay him. Gabriel McDougal, lay him. Walid Darlene, Amin. I say, I seek refuge with God from Satan, the rejected enemy. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. Praise be to God, the cherisher and sustainer of the worlds, most gracious, most merciful. Master of the day of judgment. Thee that we worship in thy aid we seek. Show us the straight way, the way of those on whom thou hast restored thy grace. Those whose portion is not wrath and who go not astray. Amen. I'm doing a video. I'll come to your house later. I'm doing a video. I'll come to your house later. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, you see what I said? I would be glad him and that Satan Rajim. I seek refuge with God from Satan, the rejected enemy. The accursed devil. The enemy wants to interrupt what I'm doing today, but I won't allow it. That's why I came on my own property. But today, I'm honoring, me and my household is honoring Brother Malcolm X, who God allowed assassins to take his life on February the 21st, 1965. But Malcolm X, along with Martin Luther King and Nelson Mandela, their work wasn't in vain. It still lingers on. I have a young cousin that's 15 going on 16. She said in her school in Mount Prospect, Illinois, they don't teach black history. You ain't gonna see them teaching a history of brothers like these here because they feel brothers like these here will start in trouble. You see what I'm saying? But they would teach you about a murderer and a rapist because of his nationality. And I'm not talking up against all whites. I'm not talking up against all law enforcement officials, because I know all whites are not racist and not bad. I know all law enforcement officials, government, local and state, are not bad people. But they teach you to celebrate 1492 with Christopher Columbus. But you look at his history, he was a murderer and a rapist. Malcolm wasn't a murderer or a rapist. Martin wasn't a murderer or a rapist. Nelson Mandela wasn't a murderer or a rapist, but they put him in, look at that, the robbing, submitting. But they put Nelson Mandela in prison for 27 years because he was speaking up against apartheid. Look here, just in October the 23rd, 2019, I went into the Family Dollar store here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County at 601 Main Street, a store number 9411. Here it is, a white female by the name of Teresa Cobb, still working there. Me and a black guy was standing in line to be waited on. She was behind the counter playing with her phone. This is not nothing I'm saying. Me and a manager that quit, a white manager that quit, he said she was wrong. He left Family Dollar and went to Dollar Store as a manager. But anyway, she seen a white man come into the store while me and the black guy was standing in line waiting to be waited on. But yet, she didn't even say a word to us. And left from behind the counter when the white man came in and said, "Do you have any floodlights?" Just left us there. The white man came back out, left out of the store without a floodlight, because unless they got a cash register all the way in the back where she went and never appeared back again, I complained. Went to management. Management took me in the back. Nothing done. We'll take care. Nothing done. This was October the 23rd, 2019. But on February the 23rd, she shows what she think about black people. She don't respect her elders. I'm 62 years old. I doubt if she even half my age. But anyway, we know she don't respect black children neither. And then she look at all black people looking the same because my 13 and 14-year-old daughter was in that same store confronted by this same racist, white racist, Teresa Danielle Carr, C-A-R-R. Out of all the people in the store, she asked my youngest 13-year-old daughter, do you have a wig on? My daughter said, yes, ma'am. Then she tell her, you know you don't supposed to be in this store. You and your mother was here earlier. Stealing, I guess, that she claimed they've been stealing for a while. Juvenile or no police reports, not here in Charles, Missouri, Mississippi County, or nowhere else will show you any contact with my two young daughters with law enforcement officials, with the exception of these corrupted, racist white police covering up for what white people done to my two children. Not all now. They know who they are. But here it is, this girl accused my daughter coming in the store with her mother, stealing regularly, y'all. But she said she had a picture, she couldn't produce it. Still ain't produced it. I'm still waiting on corporate. I'm waiting on corporate. I haven't talked to any of them in the high rankings because they don't want to talk to me. They haven't even sat down and took me and my daughter's statements, so I had to put me and my daughter's statements on YouTube. That's bad. That shows you how racist it is. You see, but when a black get caught in that store, it's no problem getting the police. You see, they ain't sat down with me and my daughters to show us this camera because they done looked at it. They ain't produced it, the picture that my daughter and her mother supposed to be barred out the store. They ain't gonna be able to produce it because my daughter and her mother haven't been with us since 2008 when I divorced her. You see what I'm saying? Then she claimed a stepmother. There is no stepmother. Anybody in this town, the racists as well as those sellout blacks and anybody else down here in Charleston, Missouri and anywhere else, know that I don't have a mate. My mate is God. You see, if Malcolm X was down here and Martin Luther King and Nelson Mandela, if they was alive, I know me and my two daughters wouldn't be protesting on YouTube by ourselves. But we give it to some whites that made comments and let it be known what type of person Teresa Danielle Carr is. White folks don't even like working with her. Corporate, I know you know that. But these brothers would be down here on the front line with us. But we have Muslim brothers and sisters and Christians, black and white, around the world watching to see what y'all gonna do with this Teresa Carr. But in the meantime, Malcolm X, you rest in peace. El-Shabazz, you rest in peace. Nelson Mandela, you rest in peace. Martin Luther King Jr., you rest in peace. And to all the world, all the people around the world, give Malcolm some respect. Give Malcolm some honor. Donald Trump honoring Rush Limbaugh, I can't even hardly get his name out. Rush Limbaugh is a known racist against Jews and blacks. Now, people, y'all talking about him, Donald Trump giving all these clemencies to the governor of Illinois and some of these other white-collar people. You know, he had a right to do it. Obama had a chance. You see, he went when Kim Kardashian West came to him and asked him to free the black lady that been convicted of a marijuana case on her first time getting life. You see, he honored that. So he could say, look, I freed one black person. But see, he ain't going to free who Kanye West asked. Kanye West asked him to free Larry Hoover, a brother that all blacks that know Larry Hoover can help come out here and curb all this black-on-black violence. I know him personally. I did time with him. He reminded me of these three brothers right here. Unity, bringing peace amongst blacks. Peace be still.